Previously on Fallout 76, our hero survives the first few hours of leaving the vault.
Whoa, one-shot kill. How about that for my aim, huh?
And even helps the community by requisitioning a supply drop. But will he find the Overseer for the main quest? And will he like the story? Let's find out.
What's going on, everybody? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel and to the continuation of my Fallout 76 Let's Play. In the previous episode, I was just here taking part in a community event as well as scrounging for weapons. Now, somebody else has put down a supply drop, which is very handy. I'm gonna go and pick up my loot, but I need to get rid of all these farmhand crap. These robots can be pretty pesky so far. So the event has restarted again. It's the same event that I was here doing only an episode ago. So let's go ahead and get rid of this guy because, again, it is annoying. Okay, they're dead. Let's go ahead and pick this up. I got a flare, a psycho buff, a gray baseball bat, flare gun again, and pre-war money. So that was pretty... Oh my goodness. Shelly the Moo? I just saw a cow running by on the road. What the hell was that all about? Of course. Just had to come to me. Did I not get it? Apparently not. You absolutely have to double tap. Oh, here's another one. These guys have a pretty fast respawn range. But again, that lead will be super handy. The reason I came back here was because I do have a MISC quest, as you can see on the right side of the screen, which is to search the Vault Center. So let's go ahead and go in. I do not know what I'm going to find, so this will be pretty interesting. Okay, here we are in the Agricultural Center.
Initialize scanning protocol.
I hear movement. Oh no, not you again.
Potential composting time.
I'm getting tired of these robots. But I'm picking up different materials. Some give me lead, some give me steel. This guy just gave me... Reload. Well, if I'm in range, I can always hit this guy. Die, robot. Dead. But I am injured now. And you can see that icon on the left side of my screen. That's not good. I'm probably gonna want to use a heal potion of some sort. Sealed mason jar. Let me just do that real quick. I do have a steam pack here. And now I'm back to normal. I probably want to use a powerful gun too. Something that can one-shot these guys. Let's see what I have. I do have that short hunting rifle, so let's go and use that. I've only got 5 shots on this guy though, so I gotta make every one count. I'm only gonna be picking up ammo from now on. Pretty empty so far. That yes, dirty water, so I'm gonna have to cook that later on. Any interesting files? Nope. Okay, what's on the laptop here? Oh, Officer's Journal, entry 1. Let's go ahead and play that. Oh, and I've also leveled up. Yay! That's given me 10 atoms to spend in the store. The Overseer's tape is not playing at the moment. But I've just hit level 3, so I'm going to open my Pip-Boy and hit T to level up, which also means I get to spend things now. As usual, I'm probably going to do strength until I'm about maybe rank 5 or something like that, where I have enough. Oh my god, not now. In the middle of ranking up. Jesus. How did I miss a point-blank shot? Dead. Kinda clunky moving between your melee weapons versus or your melee attacks versus your guns. As soon as I leveled up, these guys attack. Great timing, robots. I hate robots. Alright, what do we have? So we got the mainframe here. Okay, let's see. What are we doing? Change farmhands targeting parameters. Let's go ahead and hit that one. Remove human class from target list. Oh, cool. Nice. So I've done that. Which simply means those farmhands will no longer target human players. Yay. So that is the event completed. Fertile soil. That means any other players in the vicinity walking around, they will not get attacked by them, which is always handy. And because of that, look at the rewards that I get. Meat hook, ammo as well. That's really handy. So that means this place is done. We are done exploring. I can now leave if I want to. So let's get out of here and let's go and complete the Overseer's thing. The Overseer's main quest, which I actually have right now. It says listen to the Overseer's Journal Part 1. Let's see, what do I have here? There we go, Journal Part 1. Let's hit space to play. Cool animation.
Overseers, let's call these personal journals. Not an official log, just something for me. The Agricultural Center, one of my first posts with Vault-Tec. I was so excited because I used to come to this same farm when I was a kid. I remember one year at the Autumn Festival, me running through the corn maze, going every which way, Mom and Dad yelling after me to slow down. Wasn't gonna happen.
So that was the Overseer's Journal. It was about a minute and a half of just self-rhetoric from the Overseer, trying to give us some backstory into her past here, or what she used to do in West Virginia. Not much of a main story, is it? So now, personal matters, I have to find the next journal in Sutton. Let me just see where Sutton is. It's top there. So now you've got branching quests. Do the main story and find the next journal in Sutton. So I guess what players are really doing is we're moving along in breadcrumbs. We're just picking up breadcrumbs of a story. So we'll have to wait and see if that actually materializes into something engaging or not. So let's go continue the first contact quest and go find the Overseer's camp. Well, I gotta say, nighttime in West Virginia looks really awesome. Never been to West Virginia, obviously. So I'm looking at all this for the first time. Here's an open house. Let's just jump in and check it out. Ooh, more rounds. Short hunting rifle as well. I've picked up a bunch of these now. Yeah, but like I said in the previous episode, you know, exploration is your best bet for getting gear. I am en route to my objective over there, which is the Overseer's camp. And on the way here, I've already passed by like 3 supply drops, which has more than replenished my ammunition. So there's 2 more supply drops down there, which I'm going to go and collect. So the more players you have on a instance or a server or world, the better your chances of actually getting good stuff. So if you're a lowbie, like I am, I'm level 3 at the moment. So that simply means I can't really be... Ooh, planned single action revolver, ivory grip. Nice, so I can craft that. Steam pack, disease cure, yes. See, the benefits of all this stuff. Purified water, land snack cakes, machete again. Yeah, sweet, good, good, good. I'm pretty happy about that, actually, just coming across these randomly on the road. But what was I saying? Yeah, the more players on your world server, that simply means the more opportunities for you to do that. I'm only level 3 at the moment. But eventually, once you hit level 5, that simply means other players can start shooting at you. And here we are. This is the Overseer's camp. Here's another player, Nemo the One. Challenge complete. So as you go up to another player, you can invite to trade by holding down the space button or E button to invite them to team. So that's how you start interacting with other players. So let's take a look at the Overseer's camp. You have chairs. Yep. That's the Overseer's camp thing, which is the mobile workstation. You also have the armor workbench. Nice. And metal bed plants, please. That's awesome. If I can craft a metal bed moving forward, that'd be sweet. What about weapons? What kind of weapons can we craft? I can craft blunt melee weapons, edge pipe guns, and throwing weapons. Let's just go ahead and do this. This looks fun. Awesome. It's a craft a ranged weapon. And, oh, I've reached level 4 for simply doing that. Awesome. Now, level up. I have an unopened perk pack. Would you like to open it? So this will be fun. I suppose this is where we get new cards, right? So let's go ahead and open up a new perk pack and see what we get. 4 cards. There's 1 gold. Oop, moving target. Huh. What's the chewing gum for? The funnies. Cop asked for my license. Told him I wasn't married. Ah. Okay, cool. So we got Green Thumb, which means reap twice as much when harvesting flora. That's pretty good. We have Happy Camper. Hunger and thirst grow 40% more slowly when in camp or in a team workshop. That is handy. Cool, so I'm going to do endurance first because I like the sound of my hunger degrading slowly. So let's go ahead and put a point into my endurance. So I've got 3 that I can use now. Let's see. Man, choices. They're all pretty good. Let's go with that. I'll take that one. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that for all the ones that I have. So let's go ahead and play the Overseer's Log.
Overseer's Log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it. I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Thank you, Overseer. Very kind of you to leave your camp behind. So that was what the main story breadcrumb was about, coming here and figuring out a series of the Overseer steps. And to me, it looks like it's a tutorial. It's an early sequence of early quest main story tutorials teaching you the various different things. And now we get to know more about this camp system, which lets you put down your cooking stations and things like that. And it's mobile, right? So we can move it wherever we want to go. So I hope we get to see the Overseer later on, because if all we're doing is just following the sound of her voice, then it sort of takes away from that engaging story content that I think Fallout single player enthusiasts would prefer over this. But then again, you make your own fun here with the different aspects of exploration and playing with other players and things like that. So I'm gonna make use of stashing my equipment and everything, and then we'll move out to the next objective. Alright, here we are at the next stop for the Overseer's quest at the trading post in the town of Fleetwood. It's a command post. Ah, I see lots of good stuff here. So we got cardboard standees. It's a plan. Let's go pick it up. Plan for a water pump too. That could be sweet. More rounds. Mac and cheese. Oh, good. So all the good food's coming out now. So I'm gonna be picking up this journal again.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwoods. My God, there's no one here. The old tavern, the church, people were using them for shelter, but they're gone. Mutations we expected. But there's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry. Tortured. We are one. One what? Whatever happened here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
That is it for the Overseer's next part of the journal. So, came across these mutated people, obviously, because the nukes have hit, right? And now we have to register as a volunteer and still find those silos. So, really, from a story perspective, this is quite disappointing that what we're doing right now is just following these audio breadcrumbs. There's nothing engaging about it. I mean, the story's sort of interesting because you don't see the person, you don't see what's going on. So there's sort of that mystery element to it, but still, it's not engaging. So far, all the story here in Fallout 76 just been audio logs, breadcrumb audio logs, which from a single player perspective is not that fun, is it? The good news is I found Mr. Volunteer Bot over here, and you can trade stuff with him. You can either buy his goods or you can sell yours to him, so that's pretty handy. I'm gonna remember this in this town. There is a bot like this to do
why not grab a
transfers and stuff. We're gonna register as a volunteer for the Responders as part of the story. Right, welcome Survivor. This program was developed to turn regular survivors into certified responder volunteers. As a volunteer, your job is to help others, and our job as responders is to help everybody, including you. Great, let's register. I'm feeling good about this. So learn a recipe, a plan, that's already done. The transferring course to your external hardware, report to responder Keisha McDermott for further instructions. Okay, so I can either go out and locate her, or I can search for her location in the system. Let's go back here and people directory. I like options. And there she is, Keisha McDermott. Okay, so Flatwoods River is where she's at. On 3 Church Road, notes monitoring water safety protocols, conducting ongoing hydrology. Alright, so that's all I needed to know. She's going to be near water, so that's good. It's a pretty nifty feature, that. So that quest is now complete, which is first contact. Now let's go see what this Keisha person is. I hope it's like a real NPC that we can see and interact with. No. No. No, that's cheating, Bethesda. That's cheating. I guess they really wanted to make sure that every person you come across is a real player. Not even a chance for an NPC to live. It's dead. So much for that. That was such a tease. So she's dead, but I can't get her water testing kit and her survivor story, which is going to be another long-winded audio tape. Let's go ahead and pick that up.
DASA has asked us all to document our stories for posterity, you know. Seems like a fine idea. So, hi, I am Kesha McDermott.
Gosh. Another long audio log there. And what did we learn? Nothing. Water contaminated. Didn't survive. Must continue testing waters for science. I mean, this all, from a narrative point of view, ties into what you are doing. You're out here trying to survive. You know water's contaminated, so you have to go out of your way to make it better. But besides that, I just got attacked by a mole rat, which scared the shit out of me. And now we're going to have to analyze that water sample, which I drank, and it did give me some radiation. So we got to go back and test it in Kesha's lab. So what it does, what the setting and what the story now does, is it's trying to make you feel like, oh, okay, great, we're all alone now. Us, the players. It's just us left. And that sort of sad, sappy music in the background actually helps with that. But unfortunately, it just doesn't work for single player. It ends up coming across as very shallow and very hollow when it comes to having an engaging narrative, because I want a reason to care about these NPCs and care about these characters, and so far, you know, all we get are just throwaway people that are feeding us bits of history that doesn't do a whole much for your survival here, you know? So let's go ahead and test the water using this diagnostic terminal. Let's analyze that water sample. Okay, water type dirty, disease is severe. Conclusion, water has not significantly improved since the last sample from the same coordinates. Updating volunteer status. Right, so what's next? Boil water using dirty water and wood fuel. So I guess these are all tutorials, really, to teach you how to make water. We've already learned this very early on, even before getting to this part of the main quest, that boiling dirty water mixed in with some wood is how you're gonna get clean water. So let's just make it official then. Back to the self-help kiosk. We've done the necessary, which is purifying that water or learning how to make water. So what are we doing now? Check volunteer status. Okay, let's see. You must complete one more experiment for the responders to become a full volunteer, which is what? Hasn't really told me anything. Second helpings, here we go. Okay, find Delbert Winters in Flatwoods for our next objective, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be dead as well. I could be wrong, but if this NPC is alive, I will be shocked. Let's go ahead and find him. Delbert. There we go, Delbert Winters. His specialty is cooking, preaching, and morale, so we've already learned how to make water, now we're gonna learn how to cook as well. So let's see, he is at Bridge Street, runs the Flatwood Kitchens and Potluck. Okay, cool, let's go ahead and check him out. So here you go, you have reached level 5, combat with other players enabled. So I can be allies, we can work together, and damage is ignored. If we shoot each other as teammates and event mates, and then there's player strangers. So that's just a neutral ground. And then enemies, kill or be killed. So this is when things get fun, I suppose. Let's go ahead to go to my perks. And let's see what we want to spend on. Like I said, I'll probably do strength until I'm 5. And now I get to pick one more. Let's see. Yeah, probably do that again. So now, because I have 2, rank up is available. So all I gotta do is to use the duplicates to rank up this card to the 2nd star. Let's go ahead and do that. And voila! Rank up. Excellent. Let's go ahead and equip Gladiator 2. Slow. Yeah, I can do moving target as well now because that only requires agility 1 and this one as well. So all in all, we are done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. But this looks like the kitchen house that Mr. Delbert is in. As expected, he's dead. Why am I not surprised? I told you, I think Bethesda is just messing with us now. Ooh, fridge door. Anything in it? Nada. So here he is. Oh, so more survivor stories. Let me just pick up a bunch of the other stuff first. And pick up his survivor story.
Reverend Delbert Winters here, born and raised in this very town. Lent my own church to the responders for their outpost here, and you're welcome.
Well, he talks in the background.
Responders are on a
I'm gonna have to look
mission,
for...
you see, helping folks through thick and thin.
There we go, volunteer
Till the
training.
heavens open up again and
Get some
pick
meat,
us all up anyway.
toss it in the fire until
When
it
this all
stops
happened,
oozing.
I figured like
That's an
most,
easy
it was
instruction on
time.
how to cook. Optional, get some more
This was the
wood
end,
for fuel.
but
Yeah, I'm gonna need wood because I'm definitely out of wood. So, if you haven't noticed, wood is gonna be one of those key ingredients that you will always need. Man, do I really have to kill these cows? Well, all for the meat. Don't move. Oh, these cows run pretty fast. I'm surprised they're not attacking back. One more hit. Yep, there we go. So Brahmin meat, more Brahmin meat, and Brahmin hide. So I've got all I needed. Let's go back to the cooking station and let's cook a ribeye steak, which actually sounds pretty good. It's almost lunchtime here for me. I wish I could cook a ribeye steak. There we go, ribeye steak, 1 wood and 1 meat for 1. Let's go ahead and do that. And done. Tutorial done. So now I'm gonna have to check in with that kiosk again. Quite some petty back and forth at the early beginning, so let's hope that the more you play this, that things become more interesting, and I hope it's not all just tutorials. If the main story is all about a tutorial in terms of how teaching you how to survive in this world with other players, that's lazy. That's a cop-out on Bethesda's part, and that's not worth the $60, honestly. Because it just takes away from that single-player PvE style content, and it really just shoehorns all the players into doing the more MMO stuff, the playing together, the crafting, hunting together, and of course the events, which we've now seen happens pretty regularly on these servers, and the PvP obviously. So let's go ahead and eat that ribeye steak. And radiation has increased, but my hunger has gone up pretty nicely. Radiation has given me a mutation. What do you mean, given me a mutation? You gain positive and negative effects. Use right away. You can view your mutation effects by opening the Pip-Boy and going to stats effects. So what is that mutation? Minus 55% health, but my health regen is 300%. So that's the mutation, huh? Does it have a visual effect? No, it does not. So one thing that will be pretty cool is that if I do indeed get a mutation, I would like to see that change the player character model, right? So that means you get to visually see what's happening to your character as you get mutated. So there's nothing else here. People are still trying to figure out how to finish the event, which is really... I got it done. You just have to talk to the terminal. Ooh, this guy has a really nice gun. Namo the 1. He's been doing some scrounging. As for me, I'm just gonna go and go back to that self-help kiosk and continue the main story and see what the next tutorial is gonna be. Congratulations, volunteer, granting access to the responder database. So we have completed that and are part of the responders now. Let's go back. Contact the responders using the database. So let's see, how do we do that? Okay, here we go. It's loaded. Let's go ahead and log in. Select account, volunteer, emergency contact. Yep, let's get them out of wherever they're hiding from. Urgent message. A large horde of Scorched is on its on the move and might be headed to our main base in Morgantown Airport. All personnel are requested to report to HQ as soon as possible. Bring weapons and medical supplies. Maria Chavez. Hey, I did pick up a note from Maria quite a while back. Very early on, in fact. So let's go ahead and get out of here. At least now we do have a location to head on to. That is the airport. So as soon as that quest registers on my quest log, I'll open up the map and we can check it out. But in the meantime, look at that. We have more goodies for completing quests. So I suppose if you're a solo player, casual player, doing the story will help you find all these items and materials, which is good, I suppose. Let's go ahead and see if there's any cool new weapons with better firepower that I can use. The 10mm pistol sounds awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and equip that right now. Final departure is the new quest. There we go, 10mm, sweet. This should do more damage to higher level mobs, so let's go ahead and investigate the airport. Where is the airport? Way up there. So that's actually nearer to the vault. So I may do a quick port to the vault and head straight east. But at the same time, I can also drop by here to pick up the next journal. Okay, coast is clear. And I am in the town of Sun, obviously, for the next part of the Overseer's Journal, which is a completely separate from the main quest, which were giving me tutorial instructions. Let's break down this door and see what's up. Classic Fallout music. Let's just check the area before moving up. Anything on the table? Nada. Camera. I'll take that. That could be pretty fun to play with. Nothing in the dresser. That's the radio. Dirty water. We can boil that. Alright. Let's take the journal. And play it, I suppose. Data. Let's see. There we go. Let's play that.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm home. Sorry it's been so long, but I couldn't get away. I know neither of you is around to hear this, but I miss you. I miss watching Dad grade papers on the living room table. I miss the three of us huddled around the radio, listening to the Silver Shroud. Dad, you were right about what living underground would really be like. 25 years locked in with the same people was a challenge. But watching them pair up, get married, have children, well, I think I got to know a little bit of what you and Mom were always telling me. Well, since I'm doing this whole trip down memory lane, maybe a walk over to the old high school is in order.
That's the end of the journal. So this one doesn't really give insight into the current state of affairs, but it is like a sort of like a memory lane trip back in terms of the performance there from the voice actor of the Overseer. You can tell, you can hear the despair in the voice, in her voice as she, you know, talks to her parents. That in a way is kind of cool because it reflects on the sort of setting that we're in. So I do like that. I just don't like the way it's presented to you. You know, it's really lazy in a way because it's just audio logs. Everything so far has been audio logs, and that for me is a huge disappointment. I know it's an online game, and I do know that the multiplayer component is arguably going to be offering players the most fun in their journey here in West Virginia, but still, you'd expect a little more effort when it comes to the story. I'm gonna follow the road here from here on out. And I guess I'll wrap up this episode, and in the next episode, we'll go to Morgantown Airport, and we'll have some fun with the multiplayer aspect some more. I don't want to be a bandit, obviously, but I'll take part in more events, and let's see how the community reacts to one another. So that's it for me, you guys. Hit the like button if you've been enjoying this Fallout 76 playthrough series so far. The link to the previous one is going to be in the description box below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. Once again, Jeremy Adrian here. About to... Oh my goodness, what is this? I see. So shooting in vats will hit based on the percentage. No need to aim. What was that? That was an auto shoot thing. Alright, I'm gonna figure that out again, and we'll talk about that next episode. But once again, Jeremy Adrian here, thanking you for watching. Hey folks, welcome to the end screen. Thank you very much for watching that video. If you want to watch more, you can click on the cards at the bottom here, and feel free to subscribe to the channel with the button down there, which will give you notifications on all my latest uploads. Later, Gator.